Hey you guys, I'm actually at home right now. It is Tuesday. We were actually off for New Year's Day at my work, and yeah, that was like a paid holiday. So yesterday I went to Red Lobster, and I have been craving seafood like for a long time, and so I was like, okay, well, let me go to Red Lobster. Haven't been there in probably a year. So I went, and my stomach just did not agree with what I ate. So I have not been feeling well. I wasn't feeling well yesterday. Went to work. We had a very light day because we pretty much closed the month out as well as the year. To those of you who don't know, I'm an accountant, so yeah, so it was a light day. I completed all my deadlines this morning. I left, and now I'm at home, and I think it's 10 o'clock or a little after 10 o'clock. I just lit me an incense. I love these. If you can see, oh gosh, here we go. They are lavender. Love lavender. And I like to light me one of these lavender incense because it's just really relaxing. I just love the smell of lavender. So I'm actually about to get in my blankie. I just don't feel the greatest right now. I got me some ginger ale. You guys, I have to invest in a better camera because I'm using my phone, and your phone can only do so much. And crackers, saltines. I got a pack that's almost gone, so I'm about to snack on that.
Can the potter, yes, the potter make the clay again? Cause the work he wrought on wheels, more in his hands. Bring new life into these bones, Lord, breathe again. Cause I need you, yes, I need you, do it again. Yeah, Lord, won't you please do it again? Oh, Lord, do it again.
Then I went down to the potter's house, and behold, he wrought a work on the wheels. And the vessel that he made of clay was marred in the hand of the potter. So he made it again another vessel, as it seemed good to the potter to make it. Then the word of the Lord came to me, saying, O house of Israel, cannot I do with you as this potter, saith the Lord? Behold, as the clay is in the potter's hand, so are ye in mine hand, O house of Israel. Jeremiah 18, verses 1 through 6.
Lord, I am in your hands, just like the clay. I'm being molded in your image each and every day. Sometimes it hurts, sometimes it cuts, but that's alright. Lord, I'll trust you with my life until I die. Yeah, Lord, won't you please do it again? Won't you touch me, won't you heal me, won't you please do it again?
So when you look at the video that I uploaded, it was only 36 seconds. It was just something short and sweet, you know, to bring in the new year according to the Gregorian calendar. I did get some comments saying that, you know, technically we're not in a new year, which is true. Consider that we go off of the Gregorian calendar. Our times are so messed up. It's not even funny. And according to the Hebrew calendar, we're actually only in the 10th month. I'm still doing a lot of research on this, but from my understanding, the month of Nisan actually starts the new year. It's actually before Rosh Hashanah. No, I'm sorry. The Passover, Feast of Passover, is when the official New Year's begin, according to the Hebrew calendar. So technically, we're still in Hebrew year 5777, Gregorian 2017. But if you want to be, that's if you're wanting to be technical. But traditionally, considering this is the time clock that we've been under since we've been born, we've been using the Gregorian calendar. The official beginning of the new year, according to that, is January the 1st. So that's why technically, if you're going off the Gregorian calendar, we are in the new year. I know it can be a little confusing, but I feel like, you know, when you look at the fact that this world has been so corrupted since the beginning, it was just all part of the agenda of Satan, you know, just to completely corrupt, you know, this world, corrupt our history, you know, just corrupt everything to where you're left with a bunch of questions and not really knowing who to trust, what resource to trust. So it just makes it a little difficult. But yeah, so officially we are in the new year, but we're also not in the new year, if that makes sense. So I was thinking, since we're in the new year, and you know, just trying to think of some things that I could do differently with this channel. I would like to do more video vlogs, but I don't know if that's something that y'all would be interested in or not. So if y'all could let me know in the comments below, what type of videos would you like to see more of? So basically, I was sitting here thinking about what I could do differently with my channel. I still want to do, you know, of course, share my dreams and visions, but I was trying to see if there were any other things that you guys would be interested in, as far as, you know, something else that I can incorporate more into the channel. I tried doing the live streams. I just feel like I didn't get a lot of response from the live streams. I don't know if it's because the live streams were like an hour, a little over an hour long, if that's why I didn't get a lot of response. I tried doing the Monday motivation, and it still seemed like I didn't get a lot of response there. So it just seems like people only want to hear dreams and visions. And if that's the case, you know, that's fine. It's just, I was also thinking of starting another channel just to kind of separate the two, because, you know, it's okay if people only want to hear, you know, just dreams and visions, but I kind of want to do some other things, and if that means I have to start another channel to kind of separate it, then I'm kind of leaning towards that. But just wanting some feedback from you guys, you know, what would be something that you would be interested in seeing more of. Yeah, just let me know in the comments below. But I was thinking also about, you know, just what this new year, or the fact that, you know, technically we are in 2018, what that entails, or what will that entail. And I don't know about you guys, but a part of me feels like I don't know how to really put it in words. It just seems strange that we're even here. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't seem like we should even be here. And I felt like that in 2016 as we were going into 2017. I'm like, really? I can't believe we're in 2017. And 2017 went extremely fast. Like, it's crazy how fast 2017 flew by. And here it is, we're in 2018. It just seems so unreal. But I don't know. It just feels strange. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it. Hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. It's just a very weird vibe. That's the best thing I know to say. What I do want to stress to you all is that I don't want you guys to begin to lose hope, because I know that so many of you all, and I'm there too with you, you know, feeling just so overwhelmed and feeling just so tired of being here in this world, ready to go with the Father and just spend that time with our true family, you know, and to really just fellowship and rejoice and just feel that peace and joy and happiness, you know. But at the same time, you know, I do have to focus on the fact that if we are here, it's for a very good reason, you know. God knows exactly what he's doing, and yes, his timing is so perfect. And I just want to make sure that you all are in a healthy place, you know, a healthy mindset with this, because I really don't want you guys to be discouraged. I don't want you guys to just kind of throw in the towel and just say, you know what, forget it. I heard someone say this, and I truly agree, because I've kind of spoke on this before. I do feel like there are people who are in relationship with God because they are afraid to be left behind. And when you look at it from that standpoint, that's taking advantage of God. That's pretending that you love him when you really don't. And that's not the place that we should be. We should be at a place where, regardless if the rapture happens today or not, that we still genuinely love God, and we are truly in love with him, and we desire his fellowship. We desire to be in his company no matter what. You know, that's what our heart should say when God looks upon us. You know, he should be able to see that within us. And the Lord asked a question. It was more so he presented a question to me. It was sometime last week. And it was a very real question. And it was, will you still be here waiting for me when I come? Will I find you waiting for me when I come? When I'm ready to call you guys home, will you still be waiting? And I think that's a very real question to ask all of us, because a lot of us are getting impatient. We're getting tired. We're, you know, I see people are starting to kind of retaliate against people who are sharing dreams and visions, and it's like, okay, well, nothing happened, so, you know, basically I'm gonna have an attitude with you because I'm leaning on the words that you're speaking and nothing happened. And you know, the thing is, when it comes to prophecy, when it comes to dreams, visions, we don't know when the Lord is going to fulfill that word. We don't know. You know, those of us who are dreaming and those of us who are having visions, like, we don't fully understand, you know, when all of this is going to be fulfilled. All we can do is just show you what was shown to us. And I'm not saying that, you know, there are people out here that are, you know, dishonest. You know, they may put a dream out there and it's really not from God. But I feel like when you fear God and you have that a fear to the point where you know better to do something like that, you know, then, I mean, I can only really speak for myself. I know me. I know that I fear the Lord. I know that my heart is a heart to help people, you know, to encourage people and to share what the Lord is revealing to me. You know, a lot of times when I share dreams and visions, I don't fully understand what's being shown, but I do know that it's from the Lord. And so I release those dreams and visions, and I wait for the Lord to reveal those things. And a lot of times he does, and he has. But no one knows. I mean, I don't care how many rapture dreams you have. No one can tell you when the rapture is going to happen. And if they tell you when the rapture is going to happen, 9 times out of 10, you know, they're not being honest with you. Because there's no way we can know when the rapture is going to happen. Only the Father knows that. And so when I see how so many people are having these dreams and visions and how they're, you know, ramping up with, dreams of war, dreams of rapture, dreams of, invasion of other countries, all of these things, that people are seeing similar to the other body of Christ. There's a reason why so many are being shown so many similar things. And you can't ignore that. You can't just say, oh, well, it didn't happen, so I'm not going to, listen anymore. Because I believe that's what Satan wants. He wants you to stop believing. And that way you no longer have that hope. Because that's what the rapture is. It's a blessed hope. And Jesus said, pray that you are found worthy to escape all these things. All what things? All the persecution that's going to come upon the world. And, people think, well, what makes us better than those that are in other countries that are being persecuted severely? And it's not a matter of saying that you think of yourself to be of more importance. Only God knows why he allowed some people to be born in other countries and some to be born here in the U.S. All I know is the Bible says that he knows what we can bear and he won't put no more on us. So if there are people in other countries that are suffering more severely in persecution because they are Christians, because they are believers of Christ, then I have to believe that it was something within them that God knew that they could bear. I feel like people automatically just try to just discount the rapture in so many ways because they don't want to believe that there's a way of escape, and I don't feel that anyone who believes in a rapture should feel guilty for wanting to escape. If it wasn't possible, if it was so wrong, then why would Jesus tell us to pray that we are found worthy to escape all those things? So I just feel like people can just be so just harsh at times, But I just want to make sure that you guys are not getting to a point where you're becoming so weary that you end up just walking away. You just say, you know what, forget it. Because I do know the rapture is going to happen. I just can't tell you when. But I want you guys to stand firm in your faith and not waver. Because the Lord is showing us the division has already taken place. More and more, that line that has been drawn is becoming more evident by the day. There's for a certain amount of time and for a certain amount of, seasons in our lives, we've seen that the wheat and the tares have grown up together. But now there's a separation and it's becoming more distinct in being able to discern who are really the wheats and who are really the tares. And the children of the day and the children of darkness are becoming more clear. Even when you look at the falling away of the church, that's becoming so clear. It's what people are choosing to follow. It's what people are choosing to believe. It's what people are choosing to stand for. which is showing really where their heart is. You know, you have so many people that say that they are believers and are Christians that don't want to hear the truth. They want to follow after those that have a watered down message and that will tickle their ears and tell them what they want to hear. You have Christians that still want to look like the world. They still want to do what the world does. They still want to enjoy the fruits of the world's labor. They don't have a heart that is solely about the kingdom of God. And that's just what it is. I mean, there is a clear distinction that is being drawn out for those to see who are really of Christ and who really aren't. And you can't be upset with people who are only sharing what they see, because I can only give you what I see. I'm not going to make up anything. I'm not going to add to what's being shown. I can only give you what I see in my dreams and visions. And I just think, especially now, it's so easy for Satan to creep in and begin to speak those lies in your ears to make you feel like this is not going to happen. You might as well just go back into the world. You might as well just do those things that you truly enjoy doing, but you just didn't do it because you was afraid the rapture was going to happen. Like, I know the enemy is going to start whispering in people's ears and making them feel like it's okay to go back into the world. And I'm telling you, don't do that. Do not fall for that. Because it can be right at that time where you think it's safe, because you feel like, oh, well, the rapture's not going to happen anytime soon. I can go back out here and do what I want to do. And that's when the Lord's going to come. And I believe that's why God asked the question, who will still be waiting for me when I come? Will you be found waiting when I come? And I think that's an honest question that we need to ask ourselves, and we need to just be real with ourselves and just make sure that we're not found to be in that place to where the Lord won't find us waiting for him.